pause it and delay it 25 seconds, remember. Hello, my name is Gay Boy Landshanks, and I'm here to tell you a story about the future. Okay then, we're going to start with this wonderful story. Once upon a time there was a sheep called Harry, and he fell in love again with a goat across the yard called Matilda. He knows nothing can happen since he's a sheep and he's a goat. Or the other way around, he is a sheep and she's a goat, as you'd actually say. Plus on the Friday, Matilda would go for a weekly bath by Mr. Dimples in the local farmyard. I fucked that one up there, I'll start it again. My Dimples was very hard. As Mrs. Dimples would say to Mr. Dimples later on that Friday night. Mr. Dimples was a very lonely man, since Mrs. Dimples would always be working at the school with the young kiddies, since she is a headmistress. Yet she also is a mistress with Glenn, the local janitor, during overtime. Up to no good again, Mrs. Dimples would be, asked Mr. Dimples, as he watched the action from a tree one night. He thought he was one. He thought he was the only one for her. He thought that his wife was truly a wife. But no, as she gets thrust by Glenda and yells, "Glenda, you're a big boy." Mr. Dimples leaves his tree with raging crazy hormones. He thinks to himself, it's about time to drink and a one-night stand. He's angry, babies, he's angry. So as this story continues, get ready to feel his pain. Get ready to feel this man. Get ready for the final sacrifice. He's now a lonely man without a heart. He's now on his own to defeat this world. He's left here ready to attack. He's lost his life and he's fighting to survive. His woman's ripped him apart. This woman's threw back his broken heart. He's left for dead in this wonderful future. He's alone and he's not afraid. He's ready to die. But his hormones are still driving him crazy. So it's about time for him to set out to meet some freebies. He heads to the club over to town. He heads out to find that solution in his underpants. Come home empty-handed, as he always do, just like us boys in Dundee. Alone and dead inside he will be. His house is empty, just as he thinks he'll be in his coffin sometime. But his hormones are still raging. His life is still failing. He goes outside to see the only one who he has nowadays, Matilda. Matilda is the lovely goat we were talking about earlier in the story. He sees a sheep hanging round. What the fuck is that doing here? Harry thought it would be time to put it all on the line, to make his happy imagination a reality. He's ready to go for it. He's broken his shoulder, but he's ready for it. I don't know what that says. My writing's going fuck, I don't know. But he's thinking that it's all on the line and he wants to show this happiness to this woman. As he walks towards her, he sees Mr. Dimple approaching. He thinks to himself, "Bah, this is not a Friday. What's he doing here? Bah." He walks towards Matilda and he tries to take her towards the local barn. She struggles and Harry tries to stop him by charging towards him. But Mr. Dimple pulls out a knife and stabs Harry in the back. So that's the noise that Harry makes. He then took out a knife again and stabbed him in the neck. Harry is very, very frail now, as he is left in the rain as it hits off his face. Mr. Dimples carries out Matilda all the way to the barn. I've lost my place in here. He cries out Matilda's name, but there's no answer, as she's a goat and she can't understand. Bah! Mr. Dimple drags Matilda into the barn once again. He ties her up. As Harry watches her, Mrs. Dimple laughs. We are the audience think that he has lost his mind. Don't you think so, sitting in your computers right now? He brings out his razor and gets to work on Matilda. He shaves that parts off her body which you need to use. I don't know, you should read the end of the story, but I'm going to go for it anyway. As he gets to work on her, he makes sure he's got his rubber. He then shows the best performance that he's ever shown. As he hears Matilda scream for her life, Harry tries to make but can't. He's left for dead, lying in the rain. He watches Matilda get on with Mr. Dimple. Mr. Dimple makes noises. The very first time I've ever heard this since Mrs. Dimples wasn't really that good in the sack. As a car pulls up the drive, and as Mrs. Dimples ready to come back after a long, hard day's overshift, she goes into the house and she realizes that Mr. Dimple isn't in. She goes outside to see that Mr. Dimple is showing the best performance in his life. She is disgusted to see this. She feels used. She feels sick. She feels sad inside. She can't believe that Mr. Dimples has never shown her that kind of performance. She goes outside and throws him on the floor right off Matilda. Just as she gets ready to enjoy his moment, she says, "Victor, what are you doing here, doing this to this slut? You've never shown me that kind of performance before, and you're doing it on this cheap whore. Go upstairs and show me a real performance, bad boy." Then they go upstairs. She enjoys his new moves, which he learned from Matilda just in the blue. He grabs a pillow and suffocates her where she dies right there straight. He gets up and finds that he wanted to become the person which he never saw him being before. He cares about Matilda more than his wife, that cheap, slutty bitch. In the end, it ends up that Matilda did care about Harry, which Mr. Dimple sees as he looks outside and sees Matilda trying to help Harry to his feet, but nothing's going to happen at all. Harry was left for dead, and he is dying right beside Matilda. She watched Harry die tonight, and she's scared every time she sees Mr. Dimples. And guess what, folks? Tomorrow's a Friday, a bath day for Matilda. And that is the end of the story which we call the story between the younger Mr. Dimples and the pleasure of Matilda. Thank you for listening, and good night.